Hello everybody, it's Severaltovo4 for another weekly update. I guess I'll get to the update stuff first before I start rambling. I got like a whole stuff here to show you. Yeah, so my chemo week is done, round 8 of the newer treatments. Been doing this for 3 times 8, 8, 16, 24, 6 months now. 6 months on the new chemo treatment. Getting scans in 2 weeks to see how everything's doing. So, we'll have to decide then if we're going to keep doing this, if it's working, if we have to try something else if it's not working. That's, whatever it is in 2 weeks. It's the stress I'm going to have to handle then, but I have about a week and a half to mass record in case of plans changing. I'm sorry if you hear that in the background. There are people here to see some puppies that we have. My mother sells puppies. We're a dog breeder, so people are here to check out one of the puppies. It's cute, tiny puppy raw. Most of Skylanders is recorded. I have to finish up Lynx Awakening, which, like I've been saying the past 2 weeks, it should finish up this week. Last week's episodes went up to the entrance of Dungeon 8, so presumably there should be 2 or 3 episodes left, and maybe I'll do a bonus episode of showing something else. But there should be Dungeon 8, which I'm going to keep in one episode no matter what, no matter how many hours it takes. And there's going to be, what's it called? That dungeon, yeah, and the end of the game. I completely lost my train of thought there, wow. Yeah, so there's going to be the end of the game, final boss area, which should only take 1 episode also. So that should finish up this week. The mystery LP that I keep on hinting at, I need to record more. I've only recorded 2 or 3 episodes of it, but I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I like the first 2 recordings so far. So maybe, I don't know, maybe instead of Skylanders on Wednesday, I'll put up the teaser video intro to it or something. Skylanders has plenty of episodes recorded, so we don't need to do that. It's going to be going on for a little while still, especially at this upload schedule. I like having the staggered uploads, so I can, if people don't like one Let's Play, they can watch the other, but then all the Let's Plays drag out into months, so it's like a double-edged sword. And if you have longer episodes, then the series is shorter, but if you have shorter episodes, people usually watch them more than the longer 20-25 minute episodes. People like to watch 10 to 15 minutes, but then the game takes forever to finish. It's always a balance, trying to figure out what's right for the game. Some games are good with long episodes, some games aren't. Also, Pokemon Vietnamese Crystal, so that the next 2 episodes went up Friday and Saturday. Episodes 3 and 4, if you haven't seen that, it's funny. I'm going to be recording a lot of Versus stuff with the Water Wraith this week, hopefully. I have to get that stuff recorded. Like I said, I need to get a lot of stuff recorded in advance in the next week and a half as a failsafe, because I don't know what my schedule is going to turn into after meeting with the doctor in a couple weeks. It could be exactly the same as I have now, and my worries are unfounded, or not. I don't know. So yeah, to transition to other things, that's it for the updates. My little brother got this, more with the Pokemon cards. My little brother got this, promo set for Sylveon and Pokemon cards. I don't actually have the Sylveon card here, but it was Eevee and all the evolutions, and also 4 black and white card packs. So I just want to show you. There's this Charizard he got. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Look at that Charizard. Look at it. Roar. That's cool. And like the Eevee cards, like there's Eevee, Vaporeon. I don't like the light. Jolteon. I like the pictures with these things. They're cute. That is something else. That is something else. Espeon. Umbreon. Leafeon. It's our second Leafeon and our only Glaceon. Like I said, I don't have the Sylveon with me. Also, I wanted to show you when Pokemon the first movie came out, is the one, Mewtwo, and stuff like that. There was a whole bunch of promotional cards that came out. One of them was this Mew card. I actually have a whole bunch of them. They came when you went to the movie, you got them. So there's this Mew card. I don't know what the attack is, but it does 40 damage. That's the number over here, 40 damage, because it has 40 health or something. And 2 psychic energies, it has a weakness, resistance, stuff like that. It just looks really cool. And the back is also smexy. Look at that. And we also got some of the... We have a promotional Mewtwo card, but my favorite is this Dragonite. It's just so cute. It's because it's power special delivery. Because the Dragonite in the movie was like a delivery Dragonite, and it was adorable. Toasted adorbs. So I just wanted to show you that. Club Nintendo brought a new poster set out. This time it was for Animal Crossing. Look at that. Oh. So this is going to go up somewhere. I'm not sure where yet. I really don't know where I'm going to put it. It also came with another poster that had all of the town's members and their names. The only problem with that is that one had a lot of mistakes on it. Characters were switched around, names are missing, things like that. I think it had all the pictures, but not all of the names right, which is sad. I hope that they either replace it or something like they did with the Kirby patch set, which was also Club Nintendo Reward. But this is a cool poster calendar. Friend of the family knit me this hat for the winter. It's cool. See, look at that. So I could be all like, because that's how you wear these things, right? I could actually see through it. No. So I guess if it gets cold out or snows or whatever, it's not really my style. I'm more of a hat person or that NES beanie. But it was very nice. Also, this past week I got a PSP. This is the Series 2000 model. That's all that they had at the store that I went to. There's a store called Play and Trade, which does older games, as opposed to GameStop, which doesn't sell this anymore. I don't know why, but it's cool. I finally own a PSP, and it's fun to play. There was a Final Fantasy sale in the PlayStation store, so I got a whole bunch of those. I bought a larger memory card. I didn't buy one of the Sony memory cards because those things are gosh dang expensive, but instead I got for like $20 or something this adapter. It's like a memory, it's the same Memory Stick Pro Duo thing, but it's an adapter for two mini micro SD cards, 16 gigabytes each, so it's 32. I don't need 16 right now. I actually put the other one that I got into my phone, but the whole thing, and it came with a an SD card adapter also for the micro SD cards. The whole thing costs $20 on Amazon. If you look for it, it's comes as a bundle. So I think that that's really nice, and it holds all my stuff. So right now there's a Final Fantasy sale on this PlayStation store, so I bought a whole bunch of games to download there. So right now I have Final Fantasy 4, the complete with the After Years and the interlude, because I never played the After Years or interlude. I have Dissidia Duodecim. Finally figured out what the heck that word was after the disodium? No, duodecim. 12. It's 012. Duo 2 decim 10. 12. Took me a long time to figure that out. I had to actually read the word. But yeah, so I have Dissidia 12 on the PSP now. It's very fun. I tried out the right, like you start off playing as light from lightning from Final Fantasy 13. At least what I was doing. I don't know if there's like different paths or whatever, but it was pretty good. Kefka is my favorite character so far. He's just they got Kefka down perfectly. And I have no idea if I saw like conflicting things saying like, is it a sequel to Dissidia or is it like an enhancement? I don't know what it is in terms of the story. It kind of sounds like from the story so far, kind of looks like they kind of know what they're doing there, but I don't really care. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. Final Fantasy characters abound and fighting stuff. So yeah, it's pretty good. And I got something else. What else did I get? Well, also because I'm part of PlayStation Plus, I have Metal Gear Slug XX and Worms Party Island or something like that. Haven't played those yet. I can also put my copies of Chrono Cross, Final Fantasy IX, and Breath of Fire 4. That was supposed to say Breath of Fire 7. No, Breath of Fire 4 on the PSP, since I have those and they work that way. Did I get anything else in the PlayStation sale? I feel like I got something else in the PlayStation sale. I just don't remember. Oh, and Final Fantasy Origins, the 1 and 2. Even though I have it on the Game Boy Advance, the Dawn of Souls, I figured, it was cheap, whatever. And I also got 2 games that were not in download. I bought Me and My Katamari. I don't know if you guys understand, I have an obsession with Katamari. So now I have Katamari Damacy, and we love Katamari on PlayStation 2. I have beautiful Katamari on the Xbox 360. I have Katamari Forever on the PlayStation 3, and now I have Me and My Katamari on the PSP. And the game, I got this on eBay, which is actually really nice condition. I kind of like the UMDs, even though they're kind of useless. And look at cute little cousins and everything. And it came with this map of, I guess, the Princess Island in the game or whatever. You have to be careful not to rip it. But it's just so cute. Look at it. And look at that. Prince Island and vicinity. And it's like a whole thing. It's a collector's thing. I like that. I think that I miss having pieces of paper stuffed in with the game packages that don't just say, look at the electronic manual. And of course, where is it? I got Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII. So I haven't played this yet. It's the favorites, not the original. I haven't played this yet, but I will. Because it's Final Fantasy VII. I don't think you guys understand the obsession I have with Final Fantasy VII. It's like the 2 obsessive things in my life. I also got this on eBay. PlayStation Portable capture cable, component cable. Plugs into the bottom of your PlayStation Portable console as such. There we go. And got component cables that go into your Hauppauge HD PVR, which I know that I have. At least I saw it this morning. And you can either play it on the TV or you can record. So, yeah, look forward to recordings of... And no, this is not the mystery Let's Play, sorry. You guys are gonna be like, oh my god, it's a friend sheet. No, I'm not gonna do that right now. This plugged in very tightly, and I really hope that it comes back out. It's not like a one-time installation thing. Oh well. Yeah, so I got the PSP used. It was in really nice condition. There's a couple scratches on the back. It was $70, which is pretty comparable price to what I've seen online. I was able to get the Katamari game for like $5 on eBay with that map, which I really liked. The component cable was $4 on eBay. And all shipped within the week that I bought it. I got the PSP on Sunday. I ordered everything Sunday night. It all came from Monday to Thursday. So, Crisis Core I got off of Amazon though. It was like $10. It was $10. It was also new condition. I took the plastic off already, but the game is obviously not in there. It's in the PSP. It came with a manual, and like it's Midgar. Look at it. It's Shinra headquarters. So I kind of really want to play this game. So I'm excited. I am excited. I have a lot of games to play now. Yeah. Let's see what else. Is there anything else over here that I want to? No, I guess that's all I wanted to brag about. But kind of like the. Let's see if I can take this out. Really don't want to have it stuck in there. Okay, good, it comes out. I kind of like the UMDs, even though they're, I mean, the games themselves, it's like adorable. It's a tiny disc. I mean, that's exactly what it is. Universal Media Disc. It just reminds me of like a Betamax type of thing. You know, you have like all the games going into cartridge format now. And Sony is like, no, or into like SD cards, and Sony's like, no, we're doing CDs, damn it. But I guess that adds for like more memory, maybe. It's kind of the opposite of what happened with N64, where Nintendo was like, no, we are sticking with the cartridges, and Sony's like, our PlayStation is going to have discs, and Square is all like, sorry, Nintendo. I'm making Final Fantasy VII for those guys. And Nintendo's all like, I saw it. That's actually what happened. I was there. So it's just kind of funny to see that's using a disc on a handheld, and the Nintendo games are using little cartridge things that could probably, I mean, I don't know. They might be able to hold more. Maybe the discs allow them to have more like cutscenes and stuff. I guess the Nintendo games haven't been like resource heavy in terms of that I've seen. Like, I mean, the 3DS games have been really nice, but like, I don't know, some of the Vita games that I've seen lately, Vita use discs, I think, still, because it's the little cases. But wow, this is a long update. Yep, so fun times are ahead. I'm gonna do a video maybe sometime today or this week testing out PSP recording. Yep, so yeah, it's gonna be a fun week and a half. I'm gonna try to do as much as I can. I just have this philosophy in life. This is the part where you can tune it down and say, Dobie's not going to be fun anymore. I just have this philosophy in life that I've cultivated over the past 3/4 of a year. Just get, hope for the best, assume the worst. When I started the new treatment back in September, I think it was the end of September, end of August, beginning of September, it was a lot better than than what I was getting previously. The high dose chemo, the lower dose chemo, and the is a experimental. Can't let you look at it. It's an experimental trial, clinical trial, meaning I'm getting it for free, but they think it will work. It's in later stages of testing, but it's still, they don't know. But I actually bring it home for the weekend. I don't go in. I just take it in pill form on Saturday and Sunday, which today included. So it was definitely a lot easier to tolerate. I've been able to actually get back into recording. I've been able to live for 2 out of 3 weeks instead of what it was, where I would be in the hospital for a week. I would be recovering at home for a week, and then I'd be okay for about 5 days, where I would try to record something. That was during the summer, if you guys remember. So this has definitely been a lot better. And after the first couple of rounds, we got scans, and I really didn't think it was helping because I was really, really feeling awful. I wasn't feeling worse. I'm still not feeling worse, but I feel that I'm kind of new to the whole cancer scene, but I feel that status quo, just from the way that the doctor was saying, it felt like status quo was never, it's good, but it's not great, especially with stage 4 cancer. Meaning, if it doesn't spread, then if you have it stopped, then that's good, because it's not actively killing you, but it's still there. And if it's not shrinking, then what real good is it doing you, aside from just delaying it until the cancer gets strong against whatever drugs you're using. I was gonna make a point here. So yes, after the first couple of weeks, first couple of rounds, it's a week. A round is 3 weeks. It's a week of chemo and 2 weeks to recover, and then back. So after the first 2 rounds, I got the scans and showed that there was minor improvement, about 10% shrinkage in the primary tumor. The other areas, the way the scan that they gave me, they inject me with this special radioactive dye that specifically targets the type of cancer that I have and sticks to it, pretty much. It gets absorbed by it, and nothing else, except for the adrenal, the thyroid, which is why I have to take these drops beforehand, SSKI, potassium iodide, just to block that area, because sodium, potassium, whatever, blocks the. Anyway, so I get a full body MRI, which takes 3 hours in that thing. 3 hours. And I get that injection, and then a scan the next day, once everything is settled, and they see what's glowing, where is it glowing, and it looked like things were better, which was good. So I said, okay, we'll keep doing this. How are you feeling? And I said, it's tolerable. I can live a bit better. So we went another 2 rounds, and so after round 4, we went to the scans again. And whenever I go over there, the doctor doesn't say until we meet him afterwards, what's going on. I'm just very pessimistic when it comes to these things, because I don't feel like I'm better. I feel like I'm the same. I still have back problems. My left leg is still numb, from the back surgery, but I think that's just permanent nerve damage. I don't think it's related to it. To the tumor there. Yeah, I had to get back surgery in April, if you guys remember, because there's a tumor that blew into my spine, into my spinal cord. Actually, I had to get part of my spine removed. So, but that seems to be. I'm actually getting X-rays in a couple days to see how that's doing. I should probably also get physical therapy to rehabilitate my back. So after those after those scans, we went to the doctor and he said, so based on the MRI, the tumor has not shrank at all since the last 5 weeks or the last 2 rounds of treatment since the last 5 weeks. But the the way that the injection dye thing works, it shows up as bright spots on the other scan, on the non-MRI scan, and he says that based on that scan and the previous one, it looked like those spots were a little darker, which is good, which means that there's less cancerous cells that are uptaking the dye. So he said, if you think that this is still good, go stay the course, and we'll meet after another 4 cycles. We're in the long, going for the long haul now, because we don't want to try to. It's not, doesn't always look good if you try to measure progress little by little. Sometimes you have to do it over the course of a few months to see if there's any actual improvements. So that brings us to a couple weeks from now, which I'm hoping that. I'm hoping that that things will be good. They'll look good. I don't know. I know that my doctor is the world expert on neuroblastoma. So this isn't the last card that he has up his sleeve. There's a few other things, although the next treatment that they'd be giving me, if this doesn't work, would be using that radioactive dye, except instead of using it in a quantity to show up on a scan, they'd be using it in high quantities, because radiation is one of the ways to kill cancer. So and this one specifically targets only the areas of cancer that I have, so they'd be injecting me with large doses of it, and letting that sink in, except I'd be radioactive for a few days, and you can't be in a room with anybody, you have to be in the hospital room by yourself, everything has to be covered so that it doesn't leak radiation. It's a whole mess, and it sounds like it, and it also apparently is less than desirable to experience. So I don't know if that's currently what his next idea is, but I'm just pray for me that things are working. I still have a week and a half to have prayers have some sort of miracle make the growth go down. As far as we know, that it's not expanding. We just want to see it start shrinking now. Because as it is, we can't remove the primary tumor through surgery because it's too big. And the other tumors that I have are inside bone, so those have to be eradicated. They can't just be taken out. I have one in my hip, 2 in the middle of my spine. So those really have to be, So, I'm hanging in there, though. You guys have been helping out a lot, keeping my spirits up. If you notice, during the chemo week on Twitter, I can get really morose. I feel horrible, just no energy, worse than no energy. I can't describe what it feels like to have chemotherapy drugs coursing through your body. It's not relatable. I cannot think of any other experience that I've had in my life that is relatable. And I've had some fun experiences in my life. I had pneumonia. I've had all kinds of diseases, crippling headaches, spinal tumors, the works. It's good stuff. I've lived a very charmed past 3 years of my life. It's just very sad to see. Like, a lot of my friends, this is also something that worries me, like, whenever friends or family call up and they're like, hey, Dovey, you mind if we come by and visit you? And I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine. And then after they hang up, I'm like, but I haven't seen these people in 5 years. Why do they want to visit me now? What are they not telling me? I always get concerned that there's... Luckily, I have parents that know that I can handle things. Like, I have a high tolerance of pain and emotion. Very high tolerance, as evidenced by the fact that I was walking around with almost no ability to move my legs in the beginning of last year. But so they don't hold anything back from me, which is nice. But I always get worried that somebody's not telling me something when people just suddenly want to come out of the woodwork and start visiting me. And it's very nice to have people visit you, just reminisce about old times and things. Take yourself out of the present. Yeah. Also had I don't know. I worry a lot. I do. Think a lot about my hair. If you guys remember me from a year ago, I was very proud of my hair. For the past, 6 years, I was in 6 years, yeah, since I graduated from high school. So that was 2008. 6 years. I've been in a long hair phase. I usually had close cropped hair, whatever. Not close, just nice, comb to the side. But when I graduated high school, I started growing my hair out, putting it back. And, like a lot of my earlier update videos, weekly update videos, you can see that. I miss that. It's a terribly vain thing, because I know the reason why. If my hair wasn't falling out, I mean, it's not everybody's hair. Chemo affects everybody differently, but it's pretty consistent that you're gonna lose your hair, no matter what. But, I know that my hair is falling out because it means that the chemo is doing something. Even if it's, it kills newly grown cells, which is why your hair falls out, which is why it causes intestinal issues, because those are the most, newly dividing cells in the body. So it disrupts that, and intestinal issues are not fun. Those last for during the chemo week and a week after. I have to take an antibiotic on a constant basis in order to try to stave off some of that. But I do miss. I had a dream the other day. I had a dream that I had a full head of hair again. It was nice. So vain. So vain. I understand that you have to make sacrifices with this, but I miss my hair. It was good stuff. But, yeah. Oh, hopefully it'll grow back. I mean, with the lower dose chemo, you can't see this because the light reflecting off of my chrome dome. But with the lower dose chemo, it's strong enough to knock all the hair out, but not strong enough to keep it out like the older one was. So it's it grows back in a little bit here and there, and then it falls out again. So it's like my head isn't completely smooth. I can still feel something, but it's not the same. It's not the same. No, it was nice having long hair. I just had this terribly vain worry that I may never have that again, which is a ridiculous thought, but you know, that's sometimes you can't stop yourself from thinking. This has been going on a very long time, and I've depressed a whole lot of you people. I'm sorry. I guess a lesson to draw from all this is, life sucks. Do what you can. Try to do something. Just doesn't have to be. You don't have to win a Nobel Prize. You don't have to. Be the next Einstein, but just make something. Do something. Right now, all I can do is be a Let's Player. But it's something. I feel accomplished. It's something that will be there as long as YouTube keeps its servers up or doesn't delete my channel, because it starts copyright striking all of my amazing face videos. But yeah, just try to, I find it very hard to say, try to make the best with your time, because that's like the hardest thing for any human being to do, whether they have a deadline or not. It is basic human nature to procrastinate. Whenever I have a paper ready, I always a paper that I have to write. I always write that on the last day available, or right before class. And the last times I did that, I got 96 and 97 on it, so it works. But even if you have larger ultimatums, it's really hard to prioritize. But just try, I wouldn't suggest trying to make your life into the paragon of what a perfect life can be, like a well-spent life can be, because that's physically impossible for 99% of human beings. But just try to do one thing now that you're proud of. It could be anything. Draw a great picture. I have a bunch of pictures that I've drawn here that, compare it to other people, they suck. But I'm very proud of, because I spent hours on it, getting it exactly how I wanted it. I've had some Let's Play videos like that too, where I'm just really proud of them. And, or whole projects like Final Fantasy VII and Majora's Mask. I think that those are some of the best work that I've produced, and I am trying to rekindle that old magic with recent Let's Plays, and it just doesn't happen. There's just something special about them, and I really appreciate that. But just try to do something that you're proud of. If you're not a Let's Player, if you're not an artist, just do something that you can look back at and say, I did that. I won't say you won't live life without regrets, because there's always regrets. You'll always find regrets, but it'll help you get through those times, those tough times. Also, friends. You guys have been there to help me a lot, and I appreciate it a lot. Whether you're a subscriber, a follower on Twitter, someone I know in real life, you guys have all, every little interaction helps so much with everything. So See you guys next time.